Hello everyone, and welcome to another video reveal. What I have for you in the box today is a new concealed carry option from CZ. Let's check it out. This is the CZ75 Compact. Obviously, if you know what the CZ75B is, you recognize this. This is just a scaled down version, but it isn't scaled down that much. So let's go over the specs real quick. 3.75-inch barrel that's cold hammer forged. It's 7.25 inches in total length. It's 5 inches tall and 1.4 inches wide. It weighs 33 ounces, so it is heavy. So it's nearly as heavy as the original model. It's only a few ounces lighter than the original. And they even put in the description on the website as one of the highlights of the description. It comes with a manual safety and the firing pin block safety, double single action trigger, and it comes with two 15-round magazines. So let's look at the magazines real quick. These are the competition style magazines where it says 9mm on one side and then 40 on the other. So these are pretty nice magazines, and the finish on these is a lot nicer than what came with the 75 SP01. Now the original 75B are 16 rounds and these are 15, and they have the 40 on the other side. So if you wanted to use this to do competitions, you could use this for the major division. So this actually has a little bit of advantages over the 75B with these magazines. So I actually kind of like this one better because it fits in my hand better and the weight is still there. That's what I really like about these, is the weight and how accurate I can be with them. When I put rounds down range, I always notice the accuracy placement that I can get with this brand as opposed to other brands. Now, the polymer versus metal is another debate that I would like to have, because I much prefer the all metal, not only because of the weight, but because of the energy absorption. I don't know if you've ever shot something that's big caliber revolver or something like that, and the recoil that transfers through. Imagine if it wasn't as heavy as it is, right? You know, they have all those comps on like the 500 Smith & Wesson, and imagine if it wasn't big and heavy, how it would be impossible to shoot. So I like the weight, I like how it mitigates the recoil, and you're able to be ridiculously accurate with these things, and it fits in my hand absolutely perfectly, and I have small hands. Now it does have the basic 3-dot white sights, which I'm not a fan of, and neither are you, so these are getting replaced by night sights, and that's more content to make to use the sight pusher tool. But it really is just a slightly scaled down version of the 75B. It's quite nice. I haven't used it yet, and you can still see it's still got the brand new sticker on it. So I literally got this yesterday, doing the video reveal today, and man, comparing this in the hand to the 75B, this fits my hand way more perfectly. But I have small hands, so take into consideration that I wear size small gloves when you watch this. So I got the magazine ends empty, fits in my hand perfectly. So if you have bigger hands, you may not be as big a fan as I am, but I know that I'm going to be way more accurate with this than say something that's its comparable counterpart, like say the SIG 365 XL. I used that one the other day at the range, and I didn't do too well, to be honest, at the distance that I can do with this. So I clearly know with capability wise that I'm better with the all metal with the CZ. So that's what I'm going to stick with. I go by what the target shows me and nothing else. So it looks like I've made the switch from the polymer to the all metal, and I think it's going to be permanent. It fits me better, and I really like this brand, and I particularly don't care for the polymer because it makes your hand sweat, or at least it does mine. This one doesn't have any, texturing at all, just like the regular 75B. It's nice and smooth, but it doesn't make your hand sweat. Obviously, the grips are plastic. I do have rubber ones that I can put on it, but that's not much of an improvement. So I'm actually going to get wood grips for this and put night sights on it. And so that'll be a future video in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for more. Let's go after the trigger pull here. So I noticed that the spring on this, right, because it's smaller than the regular 75B, that the spring is heavier in this one for sure. And that the control, the safety, it's way louder. The other one, it just moves up and down and it's just a really quiet, but here you can hear the click. The other one's a lot more quiet. There was one thing when I did take it apart to clean it like I always do, is on the top of the slide, on the bottom side, there was a bunch of peen marks, like 6 of them. So I'm kind of concerned of why that is. I've seen peen marks like on my 1903 Springfields, but there wasn't 6 of them, so one would do. Yeah, it's hard. So I don't know why that was. I don't think it's going to affect anything, but it was kind of annoying. But other than that, I'm really looking forward to debuting it at the range tomorrow, and I really think that this is going to be my new carry pistol. I already checked that it does fit in my shoulder strap bag, and looks like it's game on from here. I need to get some more range magazines for it, but since it's a 75 series, all the other 75 series magazines will fit in this. It'll just stick out and look stupid, but great for the range. But I only have 2 of these, but still, these are nice, and they have the logo on the front, so they're a lot nicer than the 75B or the SP01 magazines. So MSRP, they said, was $650. These are going for around $500. So for $550 after tax and transfer, not bad. Way better than a Glock. You get way more out of it too. And every time when I get one of these at the gun store, all the guys are talking about what ones they have and so on and so forth and how nice they are and yada yada yada. So get yourself a nice all metal hammer fired CZ pistol. Let's check the trigger pull. So it's got the take up like any CZ does normally. It's got the squishiness. You can do this with pretty much all of them except for the Shadow 2 because it's a competition pistol. The SP01 still has a competition. SP01 Shadow has a little play, but you see it's quite a bit of play, right? And it is in single action. Since it's the manual safety, I'm never going to use the double action even though it has the capability. So the reset isn't bad. They do have that short reset system from Cajun Gun Works that I'm considering for the SP01, and I think that would be good content for the channel. And I actually kind of want to see if I can spend $100 on parts from Cajun Gun Works and see if I can make the SP01 as nice as the SP01 Shadow, or how close we can get. So stay tuned for more. This was the CZ75 Compact